Well, hello.
So, our first podcast.
Our first podcast together. Welcome to Well,
Yeah.
hello.
Welcome to a hello. Happy to
I'm
be
Morgan.
here. And I'm Sass. This is going to be fun.
It is indeed.
Yeah,
So, as it's our first podcast, I thought maybe we should introduce ourselves to our listeners
let's do it.
just so they get a little idea about who we are. So,
Indeed.
as I say, I'm Morgan and I'm here with my co host, Sass. Now, this amazing human has been one of my closest friends since I was 11 years old. So, about 4 or 5 years, right?
Right.
She's always been the sensible one, mostly, but she keeps me in check when I begin to fall off this cliff that we call life. But at the same time, this crazy chica, whenever we want to, we're out there dancing, drinking, and laughing the night away. As you'll find out, our conversations are interesting, informative, and hilarious. Three
Of
hour
course,
phone calls just don't happen by accident.
they don't.
She's probably the smartest person I know. She's worn many hats, and after achieving huge success as a corporate change consultant, is now in her entrepreneurial era. We've both been through the ringer in life, but luckily, we're Gen X. With so many exciting projects in the pipeline, we've got a lot to look forward to and to talk about.
Love it. Right. Morgan, my ride or die. I
Oh,
have known this wonderful man since we were kids at school in London, both born in 1973. Which makes us old enough to know better. I'm sorry, I let the cat out the bag. We're old enough to know better and far too stubborn to age gracefully. He's had about 9 lives in one, from working the music industry signing artists to running rooms full of influential people in hospitality, and now, at 53, he's tapping into his creative side and retraining as an interior designer. Years ago, Morgan swapped London for New York, where he lives with his wonderful partner and some very firm opinions about soft furnishings. There are 3 exuberant Frenchies taking up residence too, dogs, not people, which means he has to retain a modicum of interior design practicality. We've got different corners of the Caribbean flowing through our veins, so that Sunday lunch thoroughly covered. And he has answered the phone to me exactly the same way since we were kids. So go on then, Morgan. You know how we start.
well, hello.
Well, hello. So, what's your week been like? It's Friday afternoon here in London, and you are in
I'm here. It's just after midday in New York
midday
City.
in New York City. Oh, God, I love New
Yeah.
York City.
What's going on in London?
Let's go.
I've been
Okay, let's
hearing
have.
the nightmare stories.
Yeah, let's have a really British moment and talk about the weather because I think we can own this one for a change. It's hit 30, I think it's 36 degrees at the moment.
Wow.
And it's coming up for 6 p.m., which is crazy. I mean, normally if it hits so I know now from American audiences, you work in Fahrenheit, don't you? So what's
Mm.
36 degrees? Bloody hell.
Oh, goodness me.
It's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 101,
Wow.
something like that.
Wow.
So, I mean, our talk of the weather is warranted, right?
Finally, I mean, it's a great topic of conversation in the UK, but,
We
you
are
know,
we are obsessed.
you have
We are
something to talk
obsessed.
about.
So I've had a fairly nothing super exciting for me this week. I've been coasting, working, catching up with friends. I'm not long back from Italy, as you know, which was amazing.
From Italy and Ladies' Day at Ascot, right?
Oh God, yeah. So it wasn't Ladies' Day, it was the first day of Ascot, and that
Mhm.
was really good fun. Um, Throwing a little money at the Gigi's, as you do. And then from there I flew out to Rome where I had my birthday, 53.
Oh.
And, I was melting there too, so I think I brought the heat wave back with me. You're welcome, everyone.
There's
Don't
posters of you
don't
all
hate
over the
me.
UK now.
Yeah. This woman's responsible for England melting in the heat. So, yeah, so I've just been settling back in and, I haven't got any major crazy stories for you, but how's your week been, my love?
My week has been
Oh
good so
god.
far.
I know, I know that. Oh, I know that. I heard that sigh. You have a
Yeah,
story.
up until this morning,
Oh, no.
everything was fine, but, had a little problem with the boys today. So for anybody listening, the boys are we have 3 Frenchies, as mentioned earlier,
Exuberant Frenchies.
crazy, crazy boys,
They are
but they're good
crazy boys.
boys.
They
And,
are.
2 of them, as you know, are rescues,
Yeah.
Bruno and Bluey. So
Oh,
here's a little picture of them right here.
oh, look at
So
those faces.
Bruno and Bluey, we rescued them. They were abandoned, and but they've turned into little angels. They're really good with people, just
Yeah,
not
they
good with
are.
other animals.
Mm.
So while walking them today, we came across the equivalent of this.
Oh my god.
Literally, there were 2 German shepherds
What
who
the
had
hell?
somehow been let loose on the streets, without an owner, without a leash, anything, and they attacked us. So we had to fight off these 2 German shepherd dogs,
What?
who were, you know,
What?
they're fighting the dogs. I'm kicking them, "Get out of here."
Jeez.
I'm
Oh
yelling
my
for help. Nobody's helping. There are crowds of people,
They're
people
just
on their
recording you with their
balconies.
cameras on their phones. It's
Probably.
like, "Oh, that's one for TikTok. You being torn
I'm
to
gonna be on one of
shreds."
those awful YouTube videos soon. But I'm trying to get these dogs away from me. Everybody's just
Oh
kind of standing in the street
golly.
looking at us, and it was quite worrying because it was school time. The kids were on the way
Right.
to school.
Yeah.
But these dogs are trying to take chunks out of my guys. My guy is not good with dogs, so they're trying to get their chunks back. But thank God, a guy in a, white SUV, shout out to SUV guy, he, pulled up and, found some kind of a metal stick in the back of his car and, chased the dogs away for
Because
me
that's what you keep in an
because
SUV. My god, who was this man?
yeah, I mean, thinking about it, I think it may have been in the back of an SUV, you have, like, a pole thing that has, like, a sliding to kind of cover
Oh,
the
oh,
trunk inside.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
he
think it
used
was
that.
that. I
Wasn't just
think
some
so.
hooligan running around with a metal rod.
Yeah, with a metal pole. But, eventually managed to get away. But thank you, thank you, thank you to the gentleman that, stopped to help
Absolutely.
us. He
But
was the only
you
one
guys
that
are
did.
okay? Are you okay?
We're okay, we're okay. There's, like, a little scratch and, Bluey has a little hair missing from from his side, but generally we're good. So,
Who's been scratched?
I got a little scratch on my finger.
Do you need a tetanus shot?
Um,
How does that work? Do
well,
you
I
if
I
you've been
don't think it was from those dogs. I think it
Oh,
was just
oh,
in the struggle, because I
oh,
was trying to
okay.
control these 2 guys
Oh
whilst
my
trying to
god.
fend off these
Oh, bless
crazy
you, that's
German shepherds.
horrible.
Mm, wasn't the best morning. So,
Not the best morning.
yeah.
But now you're here with me on our
But
first
now I'm here.
podcast
Exactly, exactly. Without a single tooth mark.
without a single tooth mark. Well, I'm glad you're okay, and
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one who brings drama to our friendship, so,
Ah,
I'm fully
I think you
expecting a
may be right
story
there.
every week, every week. And if nothing happens by the time we're about to record, you need to go out in the morning and make
It
some
it it
drama.
it seems that's how it works. I mean, the last time we spoke, I found a baby in the
Oh,
street.
God, you
This
did.
this week was kind of okay until this morning when I guess, the gods knew we were gonna be recording, so it's like, "Well, we've gotta get him something."
We've gotta give give 'em some
Yeah,
material.
right.
Abandoned babies, abandoned dogs, what next?
As long as it's not a zombie apocalypse, I'm good.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh god. Well, I am glad you're okay. And as we said, here we are on our first podcast where we're just gonna kind of riff, aren't we? And chat
I
about
mean,
what
it's
we're
just
doing here. And so why did we do this? I can't remember. You rang me up one day and said,
yeah, well,
"Let's
I
do a
just called
podcast."
you and I was like, "You know what? I mean, we're on the phone for 2, 3, 4 hours at a time. I'm sure somebody's gonna wanna listen to us crazy stories." I mean, it seems every week I have a new one.
Well, you do have a
Let's
new store
just
every week.
share it, because we sit there on the phone and we kinda put the world to rights as you
We
do,
do,
you know,
yeah,
talk about the changing scenarios in life, the changing landscapes
and it feels like
that is
it's
life.
ever
Um,
changing right now, doesn't it? I wonder if there's something, and I think this is what when we talked about it, 'cause I think at first I just kind of laughed it off a bit and thought, "Oh my god," you know me, I don't really like putting my voice out on
yeah,
the
I mean,
airwaves, so I was a bit nervous about it, but
yeah. I mean, you've got nieces, I've got nieces and nephews,
right.
I've got grandchildren, there are
You've
different
got
generations that we're dealing with, and,
yeah.
we 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 kind of often speak about everything's so different now,
Yeah,
and why is
everything's
that?
so different now. How are we coping with the 'cause it's interesting, isn't it? We're the same age, we go back 4 decades, and we're going through a lot of the same things. And
Mhm.
what's great is I get a different perspective from you, and likewise for you from me, I guess,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's really
and ev
interesting hearing
and every
how
time we speak, I learn
mm,
something. I mean,
really?
particularly we have conversations about our health, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
because at this stage of life, you begin to have kind of health issues, and you have
yeah,
changes
right.
in your body,
Mhm.
changes mentally,
Yep.
changes in your, hormones and stuff, and
Oh,
so,
well, we'll do
you
an
know, it's
episode on that for sure.
and coming from the male perspective, it's very
Yeah,
interesting to learn about
yeah.
this stuff.
Yeah, happy to
So,
share it. But likewise,
mhm,
I learn a lot from you too. And I think what's interesting, especially, is for the same things that we're going through, how we experience them differently as well.
yes,
Um, not just our experience, our personal experience, but how we experience it because you're a man and I'm a woman, you
right.
know. And our conversations fall into that, not deliberately, but they fall into that quite a lot, don't they? Because, you know, you do experience life
You
differently despite
definitely
being the
do.
same age,
Yeah, you definitely
so
do. And I
yeah,
think it may have something to do with the fact that you are a woman and I am a man. Sometimes you're not taken as seriously when you're a woman. It's been widely reported,
yeah, yeah,
that women just aren't listened to in a medical setting as much as they should be.
we're
So
not, no.
definitely, we have these things
And
to talk about.
well, exactly, I mean, I know I often jump on and rant with you. You're so good at listening, thank you, I'm just gonna say that now. But, I'll have a rant about is I think it's only as I have got older that I've realized that the way I'm treated is probably because I'm a woman, and then there might be the added sort of tag of being a small brown woman, and that whether it's a conscious bias or an unconscious one, it's something I'm on the receiving end of. And it's experience when you look back in hindsight. So when they say, why women so angry when they get to a certain age, it's because life is, we've got to a point where we're seeing with a bit more clarity. And you look back at, I don't think it's too grand a word to say the injustices of how we've been treated. And you just think, because I was female, or because I am brown, or because I am brown and female, you
Right.
know,
I mean,
and
if you
it's,
think about it, isn't this where the word hysterical comes from? It's something to do with, you know,
yeah, it
women.
is it's the, I've forgotten, there's a Latin term and, and I can't remember if it was linked to, if they've made the connection now to menopause and the things that women are going through. And a lot,
Right.
it's a massive emotional toil for many. And so they were put away in asylums and, for suffering from hysteria when really they were probably just irritated with their very annoying husbands.
Right. And
It's
very
the
hot.
husband. Yeah, and not hot in a good way.
Right.
So we do a lot of that. You do a lot of, you know, I love your perspective when we chat, and I might sort of have a whinge about something. Um, and
As
then
I
your
do too.
perspective as
Yeah.
you and we both do, don't we?
Yeah.
We can come to one another with so much. And then there's all our reminiscing, isn't there? How many times have we
Oh my
spoken
goodness.
about
Yeah. We jump back in that time
TV and
machine.
music and I know.
Right.
I mean, actually, it just sort of it makes me think now. I was looking through some photos. Every now and then, mum will sort of send me a photo because she's going through her album. So she takes a photo and sends it to me. And she sent me some from, I do remember the Silver Jubilee,
Oh my gosh, yes,
1977.
1977.
Yeah.
That's a lifetime ago for
A
some.
lifetime ago. But for those listening and for those who might be across the pond and aren't aware, the Silver Jubilee, marked the 25th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's accession to the throne,
Right,
and it was celebrated extensively across the Commonwealth and the UK, of course. So this was in 1977, and I think the street parties and parades, that was all in the summertime, around June, and a national Thanksgiving service, commemorating her 1952 succession. So,
yeah. So how
yeah,
did you
what do you
celebrate?
we did a street party, man, it was great fun. It
Wow.
just, at the risk of sounding like some old codger, your community really felt like a community, you knew your neighbours, and you couldn't misbehave because everyone knew your parents, and other elders in the street who might have been the same age as your parents were able to reprimand you. You know, whereas
Well,
you can't do that now.
I've gotta say, I don't believe that this little angel could ever misbehave. I just can't see it happening.
That was me at the Silver Jubilee
There was you.
in can I just say that I freaking loved that red jumpsuit. Um, it was flared, of course, because of 1977, and if you look closely in my ribbons, because they were my favorite ribbons, sewn into them are wombles.
Oh, wow, the Wombles from Wimbledon
The
Common.
Wombles from Wimbledon Common.
Wow.
Care to explain for, our American listeners?
Wow, so the Wombles were oh my gosh, these,
What were
was it
they?
was it stop animation or were they puppets? I think it was
They were
stop motion, wasn't it?
puppet oh, I don't know what that is.
I don't remember, but it was a
They said they were
children's show.
moving puppety type things, weren't they? I guess it was
Yeah,
stop animation.
yeah. It was a
Um,
children's show, and they were these,
yeah.
animals that kind of resembled, I don't know, like a hybrid. It's quite disturbing if you think about it.
I know because 'cause I'm not sure what they were. I'm
Right.
sure I don't know if they were made up or if they were representing an animal, but they were real eco warriors because they used to
Yes, they
collect all
used
the
to keep the
rubbish off at
common
Wimbledon.
clean,
They
right?
kept the common clean, yeah,
Yeah.
and it was superb. I mean, for anyone listening, we'll try and throw in the Wombles tune because that was just known to us all. That's a childhood favourite, the Wombles. But that yeah,
Right.
that so my Womble ribbons and my very badly cut fringe. No disrespect, Dad. And my
Well, you
red flared jumpsuit. How cool is
I
that?
yeah, I think you're in your Baby Spice era there.
And my babies. I'll take that. I'll take that.
And yet there was me.
You
I kind of
you look
think
like
that
you're
was
about to
after
commit something devious.
well, I was gonna say, I think that was after my first DUI. That was the mug shot, yeah.
Oh my
Um,
god, look at that
that was
little
me at
face.
4
What a
years old.
cherub.
And,
What a
talk
cherub.
about bad bangs. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know
that
what my mother did there to my hair.
did she did the bowl slip? Did the pudding bowls they really did do that. What the hell?
They really did. So, yeah, that was
Do you
me in
remember the Silver
1977.
Jubilee?
I remember parts of it. I do
Yeah.
remember specifically that the Queen's mother visited our school.
No.
Um,
No
yes, she
way. What
came,
did you do to
with a tr
warrant that visit?
well, apparently she was actually the patron of our school.
Oh,
And it also coincided with the
wow.
150th anniversary of the founding of the school. So that's why
Okay.
she came. So it was like a kind of a
Oh my
package deal. It was all in
gosh.
one.
That's
But
very
yeah,
cool.
so mom got to
Oh,
meet her and do the little curtsy and
Wonderful.
yeah, the Queen
Oh,
Mother.
we didn't have anything like that except the street party with jammy dodgers and, you know, jam roly-poly. We'd have
Wow.
jam roly-poly and, yes, look at those.
There we
I think
go. Good old
all
British
of those
tribal.
were available on our they put out those long trestle tables,
Mhm.
and, oh my god, do you remember this was like the height of fashion to get a
Oh my
grapefruit or a pineapple and to
god.
stick chunks of cheese and pickled onions on a
The
stick,
cheese hedgehog,
and
yes.
it was your little yeah, your little grapefruit hedgehog
And the cheese would sit
height.
there for hours, it would
Get
sweat,
hard and yeah,
but
so
you'd
gross.
still eat it.
So
Oh
the
my
the
goodness.
height of 1977 sophistication, that. Don't knock it.
Absolutely.
Trifle. Do you
Wow.
remember Quattro? Do you remember that drink, Quattro?
Quattro I do. Was that the one that was kind of
Yeah.
pineapple-y and
Yeah, it was
yeah,
sort of like a fruity, carbonated fruity,
yeah,
um, drink, but, yeah, those are and they would just let you gorge yourself on sweets the whole day. I'm sure there were things like sausage rolls and sandwiches, but it was sweets all the day long for us at
yeah,
the Jubilee.
absolutely. My
Yeah,
gosh. Those were the times. Those were the
those are the
fun.
times. Good old days is what they were.
It's quite funny actually because I was, just last night was watching a short documentary on 80s TV.
Oh, were you?
Um, they were talking about Dynasty and Dallas and Knots Landing
Oh
and
my
all of
god.
these,
They were
kind
the
of
big
way back
ones,
when
weren't they?
TV shows. Yeah, it was
Which one
very,
was your
very good.
favorite? Because Dynasty or Dynasty as we called it, Dynasty and Dallas were the big rivals. Which one was your favorite?
Yeah, well, it's quite funny because I didn't remember it this way, but Dallas was quite a way ahead of Dynasty.
Oh, was it?
Dynasty didn't begin I think it was about 3 or maybe even 4 years after Dallas had begun.
Ah, okay.
And then they kind of caught up, but what was fascinating to me, I mean, my favorite of the 3, you had, like, Dynasty, Dallas, and Knots Landing,
Yeah.
as well as, like, Falcon Crest and Flamingo Road and those kind of shows, but
Yes.
of the 3, Knots Landing was always my clear favorite.
Really? I don't really remember
Yeah,
watching that.
yeah, Knots Landing and Dallas were my clear
Yeah.
favorite, but, um, it was just fascinating how groundbreaking Dynasty actually was for its
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the first gay character
Did th
on a
Stephen?
Stephen, on a mainstream show,
Stephen.
which is quite
Wow.
funny because the original actor actually left after a couple seasons and they replaced him because the producers decided to turn Stephen into more of a bisexual character, and he ended up marrying Sammy
Ah.
Joe, and, so
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
that
like this
rings a
whole
bell.
thing. But then you had Dominic Devereaux.
I don't remember Dominic Devereaux. Was
She
that the
was,
character
Dion
name or her
yeah,
Oh, okay.
She was played by Dion Carroll. So
Oh,
she was
yes.
yes, I mean, she was the first
She was
fabulously
cool.
wealthy, African American
Yes,
on TV in prime
absolutely.
time.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and then you
Suddenly
had
she represented millions of people, didn't she?
absolutely, people
Yeah.
saw themselves in her. And then you
Yes.
had,
Yeah.
Rock Hudson, The Sad Tale of Rock Hudson, who,
What's
was on
he
the shows
in?
for he was there for a very short time. He played,
Yeah.
one of Crystal's boyfriends.
Oh, okay.
Um, but in real life, he was battling AIDS,
Yes, he
and
was.
there was
That's
the whole
right.
scandal over the kiss, because at that time, things
Nobody
weren't
knew
known
enough, did
so
they?
much, and
Yeah.
people assumed it was translated via saliva and stuff, so there was a big
Right.
scandal.
My God.
But not only that, this was the famous Rock Hudson, the movie star from,
Yeah.
the '50s and '60s and '70s, who
Beloved by women and men all around the world.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely. So it's just funny how something it's quite pulpy and soapy and, quite
yeah.
silly, but actually was quite groundbreaking in a
It
number
was
of ways. And
I mean,
it
even fashion, right? They set
yeah,
trends. I mean,
yeah,
shoulder
they
pads
did.
just got bigger and bigger.
They did.
Um, you'd see Alexis wearing stockings with the black seam at the back and the little bow at the base of the heel, and suddenly they're everywhere. They
Yeah.
were setting trends.
Well, hello. Thinking about starting a podcast? Or maybe you've already got one, but you're looking for an easier way to record and edit. That's exactly why we use Riverside. Considering my co host Sass is in London and I'm in New York, having a reliable remote recording platform isn't really optional, it's essential. It gives you studio quality audio and video without needing a studio. So whether you're recording solo or with guests on the other side of the world, everything sounds and looks fantastic. You can edit your episodes with simple built in tools, use AI features to speed up the workflow, and publish your podcast all from one platform. You can even host webinars with up to 10,000 registrants. The best part, you can try Riverside free for 14 days, so there's nothing to lose. And if you decide it's right for you, plans start at just $24 a month. Head to riverside.sjv.io/hello20 to get 20% off an annual plan. That's riverside.sjv.io/hello20. And if you sign up using our link, you'll be supporting the show too. So thank you. We really appreciate it.
Oh, of
Reagan and Thatcher era.
course.
So this was
Yes.
the time of, the AIDS commercials with the big
Mm.
stone.
Oh
And
god, that was terrifying.
eh,
Absolutely terrifying,
yeah,
which is, I
and
suppose, what they were setting out to do, right?
exactly. And then we had the anti-drug crusade. There was Nancy Reagan
Just
on her
say
Just
no.
Say No. And that even spilled over into Grange Hill, didn't it?
It did, Grange
Yeah,
Hill.
there was a song and everything.
1980s post-school TV programs were the best. I
Yeah,
loved Grange Hill. But
yeah,
they also used to do some really hard-hitting
they did.
storylines. I don't know if they tackle teen pregnancies, but we know the most famous teen pregnancy of all in the UK. Drum roll. Michelle from EastEnders.
Oh my.
Wasn't she supposed to be about 15? And
Yeah,
and for
she was
weeks,
underage.
there was that whole lead up around who the father was.
Yeah,
Shocking, shocking storyline, and I think that was a first for British TV, wasn't it?
absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, that TV show, that was what, 1985 was the first episode,
Of
um,
EastEnders.
of EastEnders. So
How do you even
1985.
remember that? Right,
Yeah.
right.
Um, and I believe it was their opening scene was them finding a dead body. So, I mean,
Yeah, that's right, someone was dead in a flat. I don't think that
yeah,
person so they were only
Reg
ever in the
Cox.
credits. I don't think
Yeah,
we ever saw their
yeah.
faces.
Reginald Cox, an old man who
God,
just passed away in his apartment
passed
and was,
away.
found weeks later. Yeah.
God,
So,
it's interesting, isn't it? Because I think we're gonna, coming up because we're gonna aim to get episodes out weekly, aren't we?
yeah,
And, coming up, we're gonna do an episode on 80s and 90s TV programs and sort of one a
and
bit
it
of a trip down memory lane because there were some hilarious, hilarious programs,
there
especially
was,
British ones as well, Only
and the
Fools and
insanity
Horses.
of it all.
Exactly. But, also looking at, the impact it had on us, how did it set expectations, and, what happened. I think, when I look at the beauty standards being set then, I was never gonna meet those, things like that. And, so we're gonna do that, aren't we, coming up? And what else have we got coming up that we're hoping to cover in upcoming episodes?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be talking about, change of life stage. I mean, we're going through stages where we make changes, could be relationships, could be careers, professional,
Yeah.
so many stages that we go through in
Mm.
life, and we're kind of at a renewal stage right now, I believe. We're at that stage of life where things
I
kind of
like that.
change and,
I
you know,
like that, a
well,
renewal stage.
yeah,
I really like that. It reminds me of sort of, the work I've been doing around perimenopause and stuff. And in China, they refer to perimenopause. I can't remember the actual word, but it means second. It means they refer to perimenopause as the second spring, which is really nice because I think, and it shows a profound, deeply rooted sort of respect for the change that a woman goes through and how she's evolving into the next version of herself. Whereas here in the West, you know, everything is around staying as you were. Stay young
Exactly.
looking,
Yeah.
stay slim, and your body physically changes. So, um, I like that, a renewal. It is a renewal. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that one. We've got lots more in the pipeline too, haven't we?
We too.
We should do a music episode, especially with your background.
Oh my goodness. That would be about 4 hours long.
That will be about 4 hours long. I'm gonna have to really heavily edit that one. But, I
Going
mean,
all
come
the
on,
way back
from
to, making
making
mixtapes.
mixtapes.
Yeah, recording from the
Yes.
radio and trying to avoid commercials
And
and
hoping to God the
yeah.
DJ doesn't speak halfway through the track, so you just
Right,
you get can you
right.
imagine can you remember the rage you'd get into when that happened? You'd be
Yeah,
so mad, you'd be sat there for 2
absolutely.
hours waiting for that one
Yeah.
track, and then they would
Smash Hits
yeah.
magazine and all kinds of
Sm
stuff was going on
and,
back then.
was it called Lookin'? I used to love Lookin'. That was
And
one of my
looking
favorites.
and
Yes.
that's the thing, I mean, we were there for, like, the birth, if you like, of Madonna, Whitney Houston,
Yes.
Michael Jackson. Like,
Um,
we were there. We were there.
we were there, we were, and it was fun. So, yeah, join us next
Absolutely.
week for more fun and shenanigans.
Yep, and,
Um,
hopefully there won't be another crazy story.
there bloody better be because I'm
I don't think I
that's
can
what
take
this is
any
all
more.
okay, we'll see how we can see we'll see how we can share the drama between us. I'll go out
Yeah,
and see what I can do and bring a story to you next week. It's my turn.
right.
Okay. Well, this was fun.
Alright. It was
We're gonna
indeed.
dive in and, yeah, see you next week.
And see you next week. I've been Morgan.
And I've been Sass. Love you, bye.
Bye. Love you. Well, hello was hosted by Morgan and Sass. Please like, subscribe, rate, and review us. We're available on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Remember, the most interesting conversations begin with, well, hello.